Okay, hello everybody and welcome. Okay, we're gonna do the first of 4 videos moving forward to talk about Medicare. The first one is going to be about traditional Medicare. We're gonna find out how Medicare works, where it's been, what it's doing now, and what we're gonna be looking at in the future. Moving forward, as we get more intense as far as the training is concerned of how to present Medicare, you want to write down this website. Go to familyfirstlife5points.com. So you want to write that down, and then you'll be able to follow the videos moving forward through this website. So in the essence of time, we're going to give not such a broad spectrum of exactly all the intricacies on how Medicare works, but we do want to know that Medicare came in 1966. 3 ways that you can actually obtain Medicare. Number 1, you have some sort of end-stage renal disease, which is kidney failure, Lou Gehrig's, I'm going to go on the spelling, disease, or something that's debilitating. It doesn't matter how old you are, you will automatically qualify for Medicare. Secondly, Social Security disability, 2 years. You have to be on 2 years, then you will automatically qualify for Medicare. And the third, which is the most popular, is what we call aging in. Aging in means I am turning 65. I am not at full retirement age, which is now 66, but I've turned 65. I have worked at least 10 years into the system, and I qualify for Medicare Part A. So, the two different parts of Medicare is what we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, it came in 1966. Part A, you automatically qualify once you've worked for 10 years into the system. You get Part A with no additional premium. Is it free? No. You've paid for it your whole entire life, but there's no additional premium. Part A covers your hospital. When I first got into the industry, I remembered A-frame, building, okay? So Part A only covers the hospital. When you go into the hospital, you have to understand that this is just the bed. There is a total of a 150-day benefit broken down into certain co-payments and deductible when you first enter into the hospital. Now, Part B is an option. You do not have to get Part B immediately once you qualify for Part A. If you're still working or you have some sort of creditable coverage, you don't have to get your Part B. Part B is going to be an option. If you don't have creditable coverage, you will pay a penalty. So there's a penalty involved with not getting Part B, and that is 10% of whatever the current Part B premium is per year that you do not have your Part B. Part B is medical. Great way to understand that. B is for bodies. Anytime there's a body involved. When you call up the ambulance, somebody drives the ambulance. Somebody puts the needle in your arm. Somebody wheels you down the hall. You have somebody performing inpatient, outpatient, casts, splints. Anything that's medically related is under bodies. Even Part B drugs. So anything that's administered in a doctor's office in a hospital setting, such as chemotherapy, hemodialysis, things of that nature, are all considered under Part B, your medical. Now, under the medical, if you don't pay it, if you don't get it immediately, you're going to pay 10%. Current premium, $135.50 per month for the average Medicare beneficiary, depending on what your income is. If you have a much lower income, you can possibly have that absorbed by the state that you live in. If you have a much higher income, you can see that this Part B premium will increase, depending on if it's just you or your family, depending on what the income is. Now, the medical, we all know, or assume you know, is going to be on an 80-20 split. So the $135.50, after you pay a $185 deductible, becomes 80% Medicare pays, you pay the other 20%. That's what your $135.50 will cover. So that's traditional Medicare. That's what you get from the government. A lot of gaps, a lot of holes in it. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you can improve those gaps and what your options are and what your rights are as a consumer.
Well,